Well, hello and welcome to the Status Chat for this beautiful, beautiful Friday, May 1st, 2020. I don't know, my calendar's in focus up there, but you can trust me, it's Friday. And it feels like Friday. It feels like a beautiful, beautiful Friday. The sun is shining out there, and I'm just ready to go. Now, I can give you some numbers, and we can talk about how, as I was indicating, I didn't think that this was going to be like the Great Depression way back in the 30s. I saw it as a drop down and pop right back out. The economy was going so good, so good. And of course, although 26 million people are being reported as having disrupted incomes, I know a lot of them are beginning to come back. I talked to a good friend of mine, and they were checking on her, and she says, well, just seeing how her and her husband, the guys were going and everything, and they said, well, they're calling them back next Friday. So we're moving through this. Not to be political, but it's just a reality that we have a president. His name is Trump, and I saw he was in Washington giving a daily briefing yesterday, and our governor, Tennessee Governor Bill Lee, was up there, and I think they're working something. We're coming out of this. Tennessee is beginning to open up. I got friends in Georgia. They can go get their haircut already in Georgia. They're coming out of that. When you start looking at the numbers and you look at the lockdown, what does it really do? Well, let's not dwell on what we could have or should have done, because the sun is set. That's gone. There's no sense in going for it. The point is, where do we go from here? And I intend to snap out of it. I'm one of those type of guys. I'm like a mainspring in a $2 watch. I'm just ready to snap out of it. I'm ready to go. We're entering towards summer, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's just, life is going to be good. I know it looks, for so many people, it looks down, but that won't last long. It will not last long. I tell you, the main banks in the United States, the big Wall Street main banks, project, as I've told you, a quick bounce down, bounce back. And we were going gangbusters before, and there's nothing, I don't think, really fundamentally that drove this short of the fear and the forced shutdown. I know a lot of people are struggling with their businesses, and it's Friday, May 1st, as they said. I'm going to go out and support one of my local businesses just as quick as I get this thing cut and posted out there. So don't despair. We've got it from here. We've got it. We've got it. We got no place to go but up. And if you need some help, and you're a little embarrassed about some of the stuff, as I've told you before, if you happen to be one of those 26 million and it's kind of thrown you back a stumble or two, you don't have to fall. It's just a stumble, and you'll get back about it. I did. It took me a little while. We can talk about some of the stuff that I had to go through there. So I feel you, but I also know that it gets better. It gets better. It really does. It's not the worst that could ever happen. We're seeing that the numbers, just like global warming, we found out the numbers are cooked, the models are bad. We're starting to find that even if you look at the numbers that are given out there, 1 in 3 is in New York, and it's not just in New York State, it's in New York City. And we're seeing Pennsylvania, I think it had 200 people they declassified because they're just chucking them in this category of virus-related mortality, and we're finding out that's not true. We're finding out that that's not true. And so I had a little inkling of some of this a couple of weeks back, and you just don't say anything because you don't want to break people's heart in case something ugly happens. But a virologist in France said that talk about a second wave is absolute fantasy. That's not going to happen when we go back to the Spanish flu. First of all, let me just tell you, COVID-19 is not H1N1, okay? It's not. It's a different virus, it's a different time, it's 102 years later. And we're seeing that this medicine, it may have some hydroxychloroquine, it may have some side effects, but life itself has side effects. Look at me, I've lost all the color in my beard. Well, just all about my old color in the beard. My hair's fallen out, I'm getting long, I need a haircut. We're going to get that taken care of. I'm old, joints hurt. Life has its own side effects. We don't know the exact number. You can't put the cure down or the treatment down with so many people are working positively to it, and then we see the numbers are inaccurate. You don't let fear run your life. Be concerned, be aware, be wise, but don't be afraid. I mean, that's all we can do. So Governor Lee is opening Tennessee back up. I did kind of ask some things online about why are we not letting our cosmetology and everybody else open up. To me, everybody's essential, and I don't think we lack the gumption to try to be a little bit more cognizant of what we touch and everything. But it's summer, it's a beautiful day, and the future is bright. And on next week, we'll try to get into something a little more analytical other than that. But I just feel it. And I see Bill Lee is going to let some other people start to open back up. And I think as soon as we get people back working, they're going to get their confidence back. They're going to feel good. And we're going to see things continue stronger maybe than they have in the past, because we're all bound up. We've got that cabin fever. Did I mention it was a beautiful day? All right. Anyway, I got to let you go. I got to get this online, and I got to get out to support some of my local businesses. One in particular today. So I'm going to go see them. So y'all take care. Love you. Be good. Call me if you need me. I'll be here. If you have real property to sell in the greater Murfreesboro, Rutherford County area, then call CallDelToSell at Benchmark Realty, 615-409-SOLD. That's 7653 or 615-809-2323.